right, welcome back to Bank Scott Traders Up, and this is Dan here, and it's I believe it's a good morning wherever you are, and I hope you had a great time last week. And yeah, let's start a new week in power, ready to make some money, ready to add on to that money bag every other day. So now, without any further ado, let's do what we normally do, as always, prayer, and then we head into our daily routine, the way we handle our assets. So let's pray. Father, we thank you for this morning. Thank you for the beautiful morning. Thank you that we started yet another week in the very first week in the new month, Feb 2025. So thank you that we are here to grab this opportunity. It is an opportunity for us to make money online and be able to improve our daily lives, Lord. And we ask of you, of the knowledge and wisdom, and we look for signals and trade, oh God, and let us be able to get proper entries and exits that we may maximize the profits, and Lord of glory will turn back to you. Give you praise and love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Perfect. All right. So we are starting with Crush 500. Crush 500. So Crush 500. Yeah, last week we made money. This was the trade. Those were the buy. We wanted to buy more when it gets back here. But we didn't actually buy more. When it got back here, let's see. When it got back here, I didn't enter again. I entered only when it entered here. But here I was looking for buys. So all the buys that I entered here, they were taken. Good thing they hit my stop loss. I was able to leave my stop losses. So this is the thing. Looking at what I'm seeing on daily, price is trying to push back for this level, for that very level. Now, it means this will be like this may end up being like a fake breakout. But before we say it will be like a fake breakout, let's remove this. I want you to understand something. Delete. This is a break of structure, right? On H4, break of structure. We've been breaking structure on H4, meaning we are still selling. We are looking for lower lows and lower highs. So even on daily, that is a break of structure. Now we are looking for a lower low, probably to come to this very order block to give us a support level. Now, if that's the case, we have to remember that on a weekly time frame, we have a structure like this. This is a sell structure. This is it's going to be a continuation of the previous trend. This is a previous trend. All that is previous trend. So we will be looking at that kind of structure. We'll be looking at that kind of structure. So whatever you decide to do, you need to remember that sales are still much on. So this may be a breakout from that pennant. That will be a breakout. This may be a breakout from that kind of, you may call it a pennant or a symmetrical triangle, whichever you choose to call it. But we know that this even though we were looking for buys we are going to be short-lived. We are trying to look for what? A fake breakout. That is what we are trying to look for. So that fake breakout, we didn't see it. According to H4 and H1, we wanted that to reach there. But when it turned here, we took that money there and then came back, meaning momentum of sellers was still on. It was still strong to push for sales, and that's why we see a breakout from the daily structure right there. Yeah, that is the structure. We thought it was going to actually respect this. This was like a flag. We wanted it to respect this move to take us there as a retracement. As a fake breakout. Later on, we come in strongly with the sales, but it hasn't happened. So we wait and see. The move may still be on. It will not be on once price breaks this very order block. Once price breaks this order block, then forget about this buy move and focus on the sell, because the sells will be coming in strongly according to weekly time frame. We know that because we've been waiting for them. So on this very level, now allow me to delete all these buy limits, because that will be risky where they are. Even though I can see it's an order block level, it's not ideal to live in there. So that is what I'll be looking for. Price to get back to this level, and then I can start to look for my entries. Of course, H4 is oversold. It's been oversold for quite some time, but the price action structure shows us sales because we have breakout structure. So in as much as we want that move, the sales still are still taking the lead. So we can't afford to mess up looking for buys right now, unless if it is a buy to look for a lower high and then later on come in with a sell, unless it is that kind of buy. But if it is not, then please forget about the swing buys for now until we reach this order block. So for now, if we go to M15, you can see that price is trying to push for buys, but this is not yet. This we haven't. I can't advise for anyone to make that mistake to buy. Price is going to first do this. Price is going to come again down below. Why? Because it hasn't even touched oversold down below there. It hasn't even touched it. So we still anticipate move of sales. So if you guys know how to scalp even to 5 minutes, you can wait for the 5 minutes and enter that sell and capitalize on it. It would be a short sell, but the beauty in trading is it is not always about how long you stay in the market. It is always about the quality of the trade you take, even if it is 5 minutes. How efficient have you taken that kind of trade? So you can trade only 5 minutes and you get money that you can use even a week, even a month, and what. So it depends on what is your kind of trading. If it is scalping, you can always even scroll all the way to drop down all the way to even M1 to look for an entry that you can make that kind of sell that you'll be looking for. So on M15, this is trying to give us like a lower high, then come in again to give us a lower low. So that's what we'll be looking at. So for now, it's a no-go for me until I see something of sort. So if I see a sell, by the way, if I see a confirmation of sales right here on M15, I'll be ready to enter it. Why? Because I know it will be coming back again to try and give us a lower low on M15. And of course, even H1 is not yet ready to sell, because look at where the 10 MA is and look at where the current price is. So we know that MA always also helps us to make our entries whenever price is below the price. We are confident of the sale if we have other confluences confirming the sale. Perfect. That is crash 500. Now let's head over to boom 1000, boom 1000, boom 1000. So boom 1000. Wow. Okay, this is today, Sunday, Saturday. Let's look at Friday. Yeah, we had that trade. We had that buy. It was a sniper entry. I want to first delete these. Delete these that are not that much important, and first leave these on here. So Friday. So that was a trade. I don't know if you guys took it, but yeah, we had two levels where we anticipated our entries, the one here and the one there. So it broke through there because I had some entries here and I had also some other entries right about here. So why? Because of that move right there. So it was a sniper entry right here, took my profits there and called it a day. That's how we traded on Friday, this very asset. So now this is so looking at daily, let's delete this, no longer necessary. So looking at that, okay. Wait a minute, this was a breakout. Let's first go to daily. So daily, in fact weekly. Weekly, we know we are in a buy trend. That's for sure. And we are in this kind of range. Price comes here and goes back up like that. So daily, we know we are still buying. Price touched the trend line right there, and then the buys came in. So we have been retesting the sell momentum that we were seeing. It was a retest, just this one here. It was a retest according to daily, but yeah, but we wanted it to reach this level. See, wanted it to reach this level right about here. Right about there, and then come in with a buy later on. So what is holding us back? So let's look at price action. So that is a break of structure right here. Break of structure, and price has gone back to that consolidation right there. Price has gone to that consolidation. H4 is still showing us momentum to sell according to CCI, but is it enough? Let's wait for H4 to start. According to H1, we are still buying strongly, heavily actually. This is big momentum. Look at that. That is heavy momentum for buys right there. So meaning whatever we do now, we need to be cautious. We need to be cautious. I don't see a way. We have to use fib for me to understand where price may return back to. So if I use fib, The only level that I see is this order block here, right here, to do the turning, to react from. That is the only level in premium. Yeah, in premium, that is the only level I see. So it has touched it. So if it has touched it, and oh yes, on H4 there might be this might be ideal on H4. Why? It is the last order block on H4 that actually we saw this pushing of sell, big momentum sell there coming. So price may do that, reach there, then come again strongly to reach this other level. So for now, this is a no-go for me. This is a no-go. I can't make any entries right here. I'll just leave it where it is until further notice, until I see something that I can take advantage of. Probably a sell when we get to that level, but not a buy. A buy, I can only enter a buy if I'm having a change of character at an order block or a support level. That's how I'll be looking for a buys. But now I'll be I'll be patiently waiting for the sell move to take me down here. If it happens, lucky me, lucky us, we will make that money. That is Boom 1000. Yeah, I forgot to change the name, so now we are able to Boom 500. Boom 500. I hope I'm loud and clear. For you guys, good morning, Levi. Good morning, Felix. Good morning, Desmond. Good morning, Patrick. I hope you guys are having a good time. So, alright, so on Boom 500, let's look at this. Boom 500. Okay, first go to weekly. Weekly, we are still selling. We are still selling. Weekly, we are still selling. Why are we selling? The weekly momentum or the weekly trend, general trend is a sell. That is a sell. And right there is the kind of pattern we've been having, and that of course ignores that at a later stage we have to break out and continue selling. Why? Because even the weekly momentum or the general trend of weekly time frame is a sell. So at a later stage on the daily time frame, we will come strong with sales. So for now, we want sales to come, touch the trend line, and then later on we see buys. Buys to take us where? To probably grab liquidity on that level and then come later on with the sell. But for now, the sales are on, and though it is weird and having no momentum, this may not be a good time to focus on this kind of asset. So try to delete all these. Yeah, delete this, delete. So what do we have here? This is H1. H4 is saying it buys, low momentum. H1 is saying buys, still according to CCI. So which one is it going to be? All right, so looking at what we have, this was breakout structure, gave us a low, then later on that we saw a change of character right here, we got a high, then later on another change of character, we got a low here. So price is just consolidating. That's why I'm saying this is not a good trade, a good asset to look at your entries today. It's not a good one. I rather leave it and just wait for when it makes some decisive moves. Yeah, we rather wait. Just delete that. Let's wait for whatever that milk comes through, because yeah. This can now be at least a guide, a plan there, right there. That is a bit now clear for me. Yeah, of course, we know that we are looking for trade sales to reach this trend line. So for now, that move there within the consolidation rate after the breakout, we'll be anticipating price to get to the trend line just like how we want it to come out. So looking at M15, not really. So we will wait on MH1 for the breakout and then retest and make our entries for the sell. But for now, there is a possibility of price going back into there and then coming again. So let's be patient and wait as we trade other assets. So that is boom 500. The volatility 25 trades on Monday. Trades are very slow. Vol 25 1S. It's up here. So delete. This is Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Okay, so let's check what happened on Friday. So that was Friday. So we had two ways to trade this. One, to pull back here and then continue with the sell. So let's look at which one did we make. Okay, we made that entry right here, right there. This was the entry right there on M15. So now it was a sniper entry also. Now we can delete all this. We can delete all this. Delete. So that was a sniper entry. I don't know how many took that trade, but if you did, congrats on following the analysis. So now let's look at today. So weekly, we know that we are looking for sales. That's for sure. It's confirmed with also daily, where we are seeing some sort of double top and waiting for the change of character right there. So if the change of character happens, we know that we'll be swinging these sales. So for now, the swing is not there. So weekly, we are waiting. Price is still not even below our 10 MA according to weekly time frame. So when we go to H4, now we can choose to delete. Oh, that move also, that was good. Wow, this, we should have made that entry yesterday because it came to our point like how we had planned. Reach there and then come in with a sell. So that was a good entry. Those who trade Sunday and you followed up the analysis that we had made on Friday, you should be in big money. You should have made big money yesterday. Yeah, should have made that kind of big money. How would you have entered this? You could have gone to M15 and waited for the change of character right there. That was a double top right there, and confirmation enough for you to make an entry. I think so. Yeah, you could have waited probably. Let's see. was having a low momentum on M15, but H1 was okay. H1 was okay. So probably, and we never had a retest. The only retest that we see is on M15, which is this one, just that. That's how you would have entered that trade there. It was a break of structure right there. This is change of character, break of structure. Retest to the break of structure. Continue, give a low, high, low, high, low, high. Come here, low, high, low, and fail to give us a new low. And right now, where we are currently, price is trying to look for a change of character right here. Why? Because M15 reached oversold just right there, reached oversold. So we know that. So I can delete all this now. Delete. Now we know this. But let's go to M15, H1. Let's look at what we have. So this may be a confirmed low. Maybe not that much, not a significant one, but we may consider it depending on what we are seeing on CCI according to H1. Is we are still we haven't touched the oversold yet, and the only other issue right here is we haven't seen a retest, and a significant retest, probably back to that level. We haven't seen it. So two things we may consider: either continuation of this sell to reach this other level right here, or a breakout to just retest right there and then come in again with a sell. So this is going to be dependent on what is on H4, and of course what is on H4 clearly tells us that the most ideal that may happen is that they remove the retest. According to H1, this retest right here to reach that level is most likely to come first than this very move. But we wait for now. Anything is possible in the market. So let's look at what we don't need now. This has already been worked on. This, it is in a long run. We know we want it to reach here, so I can delete it. This, that, delete. And now I want the chart to be clear. So, break of structure. This was not a break of structure. We were on the support. We were on support there. And this is break of structure. So it means we are in a buy. So that's this buy move is actually very much possible. So what do? Wait for price to break right about here. Or if you are good at risking, you can risk and try to capture a sniper entry right there. But like I always told you, the better option is always to just have patience, just wait. You are not going to lose anything in waiting. But if you rush and you make a poor decision and it costs you, then you know the consequences of not waiting. So sometimes the best teacher is experience. So before you experience it, you will not know what someone else is telling you. So I don't know. It may not be good to tell you to try it and see for yourself, but sometimes experience teaches you better than man can teach you. So if you do and enter now and you face it rough, then maybe you will learn. And not in a sarcastic way, but we always learn from our mistakes, and it helps us. It helps us to know what not to do next time. So right about now, waiting is key. Waiting is key, but this is for only and only my kind of entries that I normally do. If it does this, then my trade comes just like that. So if it does this and comes here, there's no way I'm not going to enter that, because this is more my entry points that I normally wait for. So if it does that, I will make my entry right here. All right, now V25, V75, V75. Let's work on that now. V75. V75. All right, so we made money. Did we? I think I was off chart by the time this pullback came again. I think I was off chart. I didn't enter that. Let me check. Yeah, I was off chart by the time it did that. So I missed that move. But just like I told you, I was still sticking to this very thing. So, and clearly you can see it came and hit TP and even exceeded it. Gave us a fake breakout right here, right there. And currently on H1, we see a change of character right about there. And you know what that means, guys. You know it. So we know that later on, let's go to H4. Let's go to H4. Okay, H4 is not giving me something substantial. Even this, the way it is moving is just in a weird way. Price tested this, so this is invalid. This move is not that significant. This has been tested, so it's invalid. So what are we doing? This was never tested. Okay. Yeah. This now we are talking. This was never tested. So this is an ideal level right there to come back to, and then later on we head over for that. Perfect. And clearly you can see it is matching with what M15 is matching with what I have on MH1. Why? Because of that move. Has this one been taken out? Let's understand it. If this has not been taken out, then there is also a possibility of coming to this also. So the point here is to have them both. Point here is to mark them both and have a clear perspective of what may or may not happen. So that is our two anticipations there. But the sale is on. Whether you like it or not, the sale is on. So how are we going to make the sale? This is the high, went out to do another high. This is the current low. So breakout of probably this or that will do to give us a sell confirmation right about there. Of course, MA now is above our price, so meaning it's one of the confirmations of the buy, of the sell. So we wait for other confirmations. Of course, CCI already is showing us that it is overbought, meaning sells. So that is the second confirmation. Now the third and final is to give us that, and we come in once we have a retest, just like that. You guys will forgive me, I normally make all these plans to just give you, so the one who follows me properly will understand them, so that you don't get confused with the way I draw my lines in here for easy follow-up. So for now, that's what I'll be looking for, this one here like that, and we will be looking for my TP level there or there. But all these lines right here. This is a TP level, that is a TP level, that is a TP level right there. So you can choose whichever you want. When you're satisfied with your profits, call it a day. That is V75 minus. I want to leave it where it is currently and head over to V50. V50. So V50, what happened Friday? Let's look at Friday. So Sunday, Saturday, Friday. We wanted, what did we want? We wanted pull back here and then that. Did we get it? Zoom in to see. Breakout. Oh yes, I had said if we see a breakout here, then we will enter. But then, yeah, that. Wait a minute, this is confusing me. This is confusing me. So that level, but we are having some weird momentum. So breakout of this very level meant that sales will continue, and clearly we saw that happen. This is where we saw break of structure right about there. But after break of structure, we see something that happens most of the times, but only and only can be evident when you use line chart. That was a W right there, right on this level. I can easily see it, but I don't know if you guys can easily see it. But yeah, a combination of such candles, clearly it will be an indicator of a W when you're in a line chart, and we know that that is none other than sell confirmation for you right there. Breakout and entry there. Now it means we have a low here. We may not call this a change of character according to what it is here. What we can call it probably in H4 and H1, it may be a change of character. H1 may be a change of character, but it is not. It did not go far. So if that is a change of character, even though we are not seeing a change of character on H4, but we see that the low, the current low, hasn't been taken out yet. The current low hasn't been taken out yet. Only and only it was taken out on, the current high was only and only taken out on H1, meaning H1 we are still buying. And why are we still buying? Because H4 we are still looking for the buy right about there to touch the trend line, the overbought there. So if that's the case, that only means that we have an opportunity to enter this trade just about that level right there. That is another block that pushed for that buy momentum. So pull back here and entry to come back either there to fail to give us a new high, or to even go all the way right there. So I will go for the high there and wait. Why? Because I had a break of structure just about there. So I mean, whatever that I'm left with on day H4 should be taking me back to probably this OB, the last OB that triggered this sell move. So that's how I'll be looking for my trades today. And later on, once I reach there, then I can anticipate the sells. Why? Because this lower low was never tested. And daily we are actually, oh yes, wow, okay, first wait, First make this a bit clear. We'll come back to it. So go to daily, zoom in. Oh, okay, we are on the support. So if we are on the support, that means this move should be actually giving us a change of character according to daily, right about there. If we have it, then buys are on for so long. Why? Because daily is oversold right there for some good time, like a week or two when it is oversold. So H4 is going to give us what we need on daily time frame. So for now, let's wait for these moves to manifest, and then we'll be ready to make our entries. So this move here may not be necessary. We will wait and see what will take place right about there. So this can be deleted, this can be deleted, that, and that can for now be deleted. We don't need them. I've deleted some support level according to H daily, but I will get it later as what was a mistake. So all I want now is this move right here, sell, then come in with a buy to push for that level. Alright, so do I have an entry on M15? Not really. M15 is going to be in a bit of consolidation. Just about there, right there. It's going to be in a bit of consolidation, just like that, right there. So for now, it's a no-go for me. I will wait for this move right here. Yeah, for now. Yeah, this level was never tested. This is an ideal order block right there. In fact, we may have the whole of it. H1, I'm using H1 there. Should I maintain H1 or maintain H4? We will wait. If it first goes to H4 we see a momentum of buys, then we buy immediately. But then we maintain the order block on H1. Alright, so that's where we are. That's how we're going to make this entry. I'm not putting my buy limits yet. I don't know if I'll get time to do the follow-up, but I will try and wait for these trades today because I want to recover for the loss that I made on Crash 500. Yeah, so V50. That is how I'm going to wait for this trade. So jump 25. We are about to finish, just about 10 minutes remaining, and we call it a day. Jump 25. Jump 25. Right, so jump 25, we know we wanted that to happen, and it happened actually, even though this support right here was holding for so long. But later on, the deadlock was broken, and yeah, we can see that happen. So how do we now let's see, did we stopped trading right here. The sell took that money there, and that was it. Never trade. I didn't trade it again. This is today, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, so I didn't trade it anymore. And that, so what triggered for the okay, let's see, break that level there. right. So we knew that eventually that will come to happen because that's what we wanted. And the entry, perfect entry, was this retest after breakout there. All these were insignificant breakouts. You can see there, this was like a fake breakout. Then all these were just insignificant because of the wicks there. But later on, we saw enough momentum to break out and then came to retest that level that pushed for that the first breakout. And after retest, we can see the big momentum right there. So that is where we had our entry, perfect entry, the retest right about there. So today we know that H4 is oversold, H1 is oversold. Daily, we're supposed to be looking for sales. Weekly, we're supposed to be looking for sales. Why? Because of this resistance level. Okay, so daily and weekly, we are looking for sales. Daily has finished that retracement. We may or we may not see it touch the trend line up there. We may see it actually stop from around that level right there. But for us to understand if it is going to do that, we can drop down to lower time frames and see if we've started to sell heavily. So M15 hasn't started to sell heavily. It's only the M1 and the M5 that are trying to push for that. And clearly M1 has given us a go ahead with a sell right there because of the change of character just about there. So meaning you can enter a sell, but knowing that this is M1 and meaning that your TP should not exceed such levels and also this level for now, because it is M1, meaning once we get to this level there might be a pullback. Once we get to this very level right here, this very candle on M15, we may see a pullback there and then later on a sell to continue, or a buy to push for more buys to reach where the trend line was at first, this very daily trend line. So I think that's it for me on jump 25. The sales are going to be on today, but we haven't gotten an entry, so we wait for an entry, proper entry, probably on M15 or H1. That would be ideal for you to make that entry. Right. In fact, wait for it on M15. Yeah, wait for an entry, pull back, then entry on M15. Lastly is jump 10. Let's look at jump 10. What happened on Friday? This is Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Oh yes, pull back there, entry. What a trade. Look at that. I hope you guys took this trade. This one here. Pull back there, entry. That was a good trade, sniper entry, and of course a clean exit right there. So those who are following all these trades, you should be proud. Here I had my buy limit, I believe, so that was activated and took profits right about there. But that's not the reason why I'm here for this very trade. This one here, waited for that pullback, just like how we had anticipated, pullback to get back to that level and then come in with a sell, and that was some swing low trade there that was enough to give you some good money right about there. So for now, remove the history and now look at what we have. This is H1. H1, we touched oversold we started buying. So H4, we are already in a buy trend. Why? Because we touched that daily trend line. Daily time frame, we touched oversold, and that's why we are in a daily, a buying trend. Weekly, however, is looking for sales, but we said for us to see sales, we need to first see this pullback there, and then later on come in with the sales. So for now, this move is still on, and that's why we are saying daily that we are buying. Now, once we know that daily is buying, H4 is buying, and H1 is buying, then we have nothing to do but to look for our entry opportunities. One is there, that is an entry level right there, but the most ideal is where it all started from, right about there. But is it that ideal? It didn't leave any substantial fair value gaps, so this may not be the most ideal. The most ideal may be this very one right here, right there. This may be the ideal one to push for that, but it doesn't rule out the possibility of price also coming to this level. So let's have them both so that we'll be ready for whichever comes. Our price chooses to go first. Yeah, because everyone may be knowing that price is going to react from this level, and the big guys, the banks and what have you, may choose to push for price to reach this other level. So we need to also anticipate that and just be ready for it. Once it happens, then we know that money is going to be grabbed. Money is going to be grabbed. All right, I think that's it on these assets today. I want to remind you guys that those who want to learn how to analyze like me, you have an opportunity in this Feb. We are starting today, so you still have some hours. The registration is closing at 2. Registration is closing at 2. Then at 3 we'll be starting our class. So those who are ready, or you know a person who wants to do that, then there is an opportunity to engage into the Feb mentorship class. It is starting today. So let's now do the recap. So we started from crash 500. Let's see if we have an entry. Not yet. We don't have an entry yet, so still a no-go. You can enter a sell. Let's see if a sell, it's consolidating. So if it is consolidating, you can wait. It is consolidating. But the way it is consolidating, as if it is signaling for more buy momentum. Okay, we will wait and see what happens according to what I've just done here. Anyways, we will wait and see what happens. But yeah, it hasn't given us an entry to sell. You can wait for an entry to buy if it stops around that area, but if it breaks and gives you another low, then you know we are looking for price to reach this level, and then we enter our buys. All right, that is crash 500. Boom 1000. Pullback hasn't reached that level yet, so I'm not making a mistake to sell there. Yeah, not making that mistake. So we'll wait for that, then come in with a sell. So don't be enticed by seeing something of sort and thinking, oh, the sale is leaving me, the sale is leaving you, or what have you. No, please wait. Patience pays. So just wait, because this pullback is highly anticipated. It is highly anticipated, and it cannot just sell like that. There should be an indication or a confirmation to actually help you to make that decision to sell from here. But I wouldn't do what? Wait a minute. This is on H1. Yeah, this may be on H1, but this is not ideal, like how H4 will be ideal there. So for now, that's why I'm not going for that kind of trade where it is. Yeah, the very first one, we had it there. Also, we had chosen that, we had seen that. But looking on H4, it was not ideal to forego what we were seeing on H4 right there. So it's why I'm waiting for that move, reach there, and then come in with a sell. Boom, 500. Right, as a buy has started. We have an entry. Yeah, some bit. This was a double. This was a double bottom right there. So what do we have here? Is it a confirmed change of character? Some of sorts. Not that significant, but it can give us what we want. So what do? Wait for this pullback right there. Yeah, that pullback, M15 pullback, and you get your entry for the buy. I think that's it. This is a good trade that I won't miss. This one here. V25 pullback here, it has reached. So what do? That's where we wanted to make our buy. So what do? H1 ish. H1 is showing us that. Right. So we wait for the momentum to buy to come in, then we can enter. So for now, we wait. We haven't gotten still a confirmation to make our buy entries. Even though it has reached the point of interest right there. So now we wait. V75, it's still a no-go. That is still a no-go. We know all this, so we wait. V50, yeah, no-go still. We are waiting. And this one here has done the pullback. Yeah, has done the pullback there, just like how we wanted. So if it doesn't break that current high on M15, an entry is ideal right about there. That will be a sniper entry if you don't want to wait for change of character right here. So it is your choice. You have two ways to enter this. Wait for sell momentum right there. You can drop as low as M1 and wait for that sell momentum. Once it starts, then you make the sell. But you can still be patient enough to wait for the change of character down below here. Once it is manifested, once it is realized there, then you make your entry at retest. Yeah, you know that drill, you know how we always do this. So unless if it is the first time, you can ask a question where you see some confusion. So for now, this is going to be a good trade too, if it goes just like how we are anticipating it. Lastly, jump 10, we will be looking for sell momentum, probably on M15 to sell it back here. And there's also a second possibility of it coming all the way down below to this last order block. But all we want now is the sell momentum. And how do we understand that sell? If we get a change of character on M15, and then we can take that advantage. So that's it for today. quick reminder, we are having that. It is starting today, so don't miss out if you are interested. Registration is going on. It is stopping at 2 p.m. East African time. 2 p.m. East African time. You can register now after this session. The number is there to use to do the payment as you register, and then we start exactly at 3 p.m. East African time. We'll be starting 2 hours every day, Monday to Thursday, every week. That's how we'll be trading. That's how we'll be handling this very class. The other thing to note is Friday. Apologies on Friday, I was unable to do the BTC. I had some engagement that I needed to first work on, so we never had a BTC analysis, but we will have it this week, Tuesday, tomorrow at 1 p.m. East African time, and then of course also Friday. Yeah, but apologies for those who waited for the BTC analysis on Friday. Apologies. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day, and please don't forget your risk management strategies that you use. And yeah, some people decide, I was reading some comments on the group about the non-stop loss gang. Yeah, you can, if you know that you are always on your screen and you know that your maximum drawdown of the day is probably $5, and you know you can't exceed that. Once you see that maximum drawdown hit, you close manually your trade. But it is always advisable, if you're not going to be on your screen, on your trade almost every minute or every hour, please use stop loss as a risk management strategy or technique. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good trading day, happy trading, and a happy day, happy week. See you guys tomorrow same time.